Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. In this episode, we are working on pipe 3s. I've also noticed that I have a little bit of a ceramic shortage. Or what's that called? Not ceramic. Silica. Silica shortage. So I changed these over to productivity modules so that our sand gets us a bit more. And then I think that's because most of it is going up here. Because we need lots. Yep. A lot of silica. And that will stop soon because most of this is backed up except for glass fibers. So as soon as glass fibers back up, we should be okay. And I assume those are getting close. Yeah, we're at 1.5 thousand. So that'll happen soon. And then we won't have to worry about that. Now I do have some issues with pipes because we need these, so I'll have to figure all that out. But for now, let's just set up the main 4. And do small assemblers work for these? Because if so, that would be nice. They do. Okay, so we'll make pipe 3s in small assemblers. Although, hold on, where do I actually make the flat sections? Yeah, we'll need a lot of those. So I don't want to go too far away from these pipe segments, but up here I have a bit more room. We'll plop down a substation. And then we'll fill these in here in a second, but we need some mediums. I'm gonna make 2 of these just because. We'll do that. And that should do it for epoxy. And then, ooh, I can get tank 3s now, which holds 60,000. So that's awesome. Double the storage. Or same thing here, double the storage, and small tank 2 is double the storage. So a lot more fluid storage is possible. And then, oh yeah, bearings. I think I automated everything I needed for these. Did I not? Oh yeah, I already got them going. Bearings are good to go. They need ceramic powder though, which is a bit behind, but that's fine. Okay, so then we need some fiberglass on these guys. And then here we can just output into the same chest. We'll let pipes fill up a bit more. And then where is the epoxy? Are we even barreling it? Why can't I not remember? Yeah, we're barreling epoxy, so I'll just need to do an unbarreling. Unbarreling build. I'll put it right here. Epoxy, unbarrel. Throw some requests in there. That should do it. And we are getting ever closer to active provider chests. Still quite a few researches to go. Okay, so I've got those. Now I need underground pipe 3s, which are concrete and pipe 3s. So we'll put those there. 0.3 per second. I think that's enough, probably. And then 4 of these for the special segments. And then I'll want to make these by hand, which means I actually am going to need... Crap. Because these I could make... I wish the recipes were the same here. It's kind of annoying that these use the tier 1s instead of just the same tier. Because then you need to carry these around, which I might as well just carry these around then. all that to say, I might as well just carry around all 6, is because otherwise I won't be able to craft these unless I have the ingredients for these, or I'm holding these. And if I'm holding these, why don't I just hold this? So that's a bit unfortunate. I kind of liked having... I guess my inventory hasn't been as drastic as of late once I got rid of all the metals, so I guess that's okay. We probably need some more charging along here. Okay, so we'll do 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, underground, 2, corner, and straight. There we go. That should do it. And I hope that's enough. How much do these need? Just 1. That needs 2, and this probably needs 3. Yeah. So this will take a little bit to get saturated. But we're still talking, 22 underground pipes a minute, which I don't use. Unless these are used in recipes. Other than this stuff. Just for underground belts. So, same story. And only one of them for 2, so... I think this will be fine over the course of time. It'll just take a minute to saturate. That being said, we can replace all these pipes with pipe 3s, which is exciting. So that switches over, these guys switch over, these switch over, and these switch over. And then I need to add requests. 1 to 3s. I should do like 45 on all these so I don't end up with extra stacks. Underground. 3 ways, 45. Nah, I use them plenty enough. It's okay if I end up with extra stacks. I've changed my mind. Boo, 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 boo. Then we want these to be auto trash because I'm going to end up with a ton of them. Especially if I replace pipe systems. Sometimes I regret when I auto trash things though, because then I actually want to place them and then I can't and I have to undo the auto trashing. Oh my gosh, I just realized this button up here stops auto trashing too for a minute, so I can just check that. Okay, well, problem solved. I definitely want auto trash then. Okay, and then we also want to open up our blueprint book and throw these in here. No reason for them not to be in here. That one is delete. Okay. Looks good. And yeah, currently these are the holdup, but those will catch up soon enough. 2 per second. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is empty barrels only. I really need to fix that. And bots are doing okay. Perfect. Okay, pipe 3s are done. In the long term, we want modules tier 2. We want beacons tier 2. We want, I feel like there was something else. Oh, logistics bots, that's right. And then we can also get faster movement speed, that's always nice. Robot speed is here. We're getting closer to cargo capacity, which is going to be so nice. Anyway. So modules tier 2, beacons tier 2, bots tier 2. So bots I feel like I'm actually closer to, right? So logistic bot 2. We have these 3 things. Now I need batteries and sensors. So batteries, need carbon fiber, which needs acrylic fiber and argon. That's a very strange thing. Argon comes from residual gas separation. Okay. Trace gas comes from residual gas separation, and that gives me some helium. A tiny bit of volcanic gas back, which is kind of pointless. And methane. So mostly just helium. And then helium gets used for who knows what. Processor 2 and 3, it looks like. Anywho, acrylic fiber. Oh, that's just acrylonitrile. Sweet. Which we already automated. So that shouldn't be too bad. And then iron oxide is just the next tier of iron to make actually iron ingots. And so that shouldn't be too bad. We just need some caustic solution. Easy enough. And aluminum sheets and solvent. So... Pressure containment. Oh, that's just compressing a few other things. Do I want to do that right now? Yeah, why not? Let's get going towards batteries. Now, how many batteries per second do I need? That's always the first question when starting something new. They go in efficiency module 2s. They go in accumulators, robot frames, substation 2s, and processor 2s. So I feel like 2 per second is maybe reasonable. I'm gonna go with 2 per second. And we'll see where that takes us. So battery 1, 2 per second. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty significant. Am I gonna get beacon 2s anytime soon? Memory circuit, power pole 2. Oh, heck yeah. Oh no, that's beacon 1. I was like, that's so cheap. Not really. I need sensor 2 and optical cable. Sensor 2, which I also need. Optical cable and processor and titanium tetrachloride, which we have not started yet. Oh dear. Yeah, lots of things here. Alright, my base is definitely going to be struggling. So, working towards logistic spots 2, I think, is a good idea. Because we're just going to have to go full... We're just going to go full logistics, and we're just going to just not even care. We're just going to build things wherever. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Any case... Pipes are going. So batteries, 2 per second. Let's start there. Sodium, we already have some showing up in the network, but we need a dedicated way to make sodium. Now, there's 2 main ways, so let's investigate both. Because one uses salt, but I'm trying to remember where salt comes from. Salt comes from distilled brine. So if we do that, then we need 80 brine and we get 50 chlorine out. If we do it this way, we need 53 brine, but we get 74 chlorine out. Power-wise, this is cheaper. And we don't have to do... I mean, but this gives me hydrogen and oxygen, which is actually kind of a benefit. That could be combusted to make steam, except we have more chlorine to get rid of. So I'm not really sure if I want to do it that way. But what if I need chlorine? Then this is better. I'll go with the cheaper route. Why am I so indecisive? Yeah, because the brine, I think, is not going to be very much power either way. So let's compare now. 5.8 versus 7.1. I mean, it's not a huge difference. That's only 6 buildings. Yeah, what the heck. Let's just put this together. Hydrogen will be one of those. We'll barrel it and then get rid of it. Chlorine will be one of it. That'll be like a passive provider, whereas that will be an active provider. And we are still researching our way towards active providers, but we'll get there eventually. And we'll pin that. We should just be able to build that anywhere. Oh, I still need to do concrete too. Oh my gosh. So many things on the list. Because I want to cover the world in what I guess is going to be reinforced concrete. Ooh, there's different colors. When do I get that? Ooh, I have to research aesthetics. Ooh, what if I had like a pattern? That would be really fun. Oh. Okay, I mean, that's actually kind of slightly bothersome to me that to make the color, you actually have to add in a bunch of ingredients. I mean, it makes 60 each, so it's not like it's expensive, but that's kind of silly, right? Like, come on. You know, just give us color changes for free. Maybe I'm in the minority for thinking that. Anyway, what am I actually looking at? Oh, yeah, the reinforced concrete. So we want this. Textile. Okay. So reinforced concrete needs to be on my list. I need to cover the world in reinforced concrete. And we'll do like 4, 5, 6, 10 per second, something like that. So we can actually, you know, get a lot covered. Okay, I'm gonna move that up the list. Maybe we'll get bots tier 2 and then work on reinforced concrete. Okay, so right now we're working on sodium though, which is just a small piece of batteries. So I'm just completely making things in random places at this point. Maybe I should go somewhere where I have seawater already going. How about up here? So we need 2. Hydro plants. Let's do this. Oh, right. I need to change all these. You go there. 1 to 1 goes here. 1 to 2 goes here. Corner. And then straight and T. There we go. Oh, do I need underground pipe 3s in my inventory? The answer is no, because I already have all that stuff in my inventory. Silly me, those can go away. Perfect. And then we need some more coverage here of logistics. Oh, I guess my guys don't build it if they're already going. Okay, and then this. Ta-da! Ooh, look at these fancy blue pipes. Faster flow rate. I wonder what their maximum flow rate is. I might have to measure that at some point. In any case, we have wastewater, which unfortunately we can't hook up to this. I can if I do this. I move this back one again. Move that up one. Connect two different colors of pipes, which is horrible. And then we need landfill again. Put that up. And then this, I guess we just put a T there. That does it. So in this case, though, isn't it cheaper to do this and then a pipe there? I think that's cheaper. You know, it kind of bothers me. The blue is different. With the red, I guess the red's a little different too. It's kind of more of a faded red. Maybe I just haven't noticed. But with the blue, I think I noticed more. Like it's like a deep dark blue, and this is kind of more of a steel blue. Kind of a cobalt color. Anyway, I digress because we have work to do here. So we will get the wastewater taken care of. And then we need a distillery to handle our saline water. And then we have a bunch of pure water that just is extra. Now, pure water is not that valuable. So I'm just going to outfall it. Because I can get it from the wells. The freshwater purification is very easy and cheap. I think I'm just going to do that. And then we need to electrolyze the brine. And then we need barreling. Definitely need barreling here, and then here it's an overflow. I'll put an extra square. Or I mean, the overflow goes this way. And what are these percentages? 80%? Okay, so that'll be 60. That's fine. We'll just vent the extra. Hydrogen barrel fill. And then this is chlorine barrel. My first chlorine barrel. Baby's first chlorine barrel. And then this needs to be an active provider, which right now I'm doing this way. So we want to just add a reminder here. I feel like I've forgotten to do this about 10 times already, so I'm gonna have to look around the base a little bit more closely. In any case, that will get rid of chlorine. And I need 2 of these. What am I even doing? I'm completely not even thinking straight. Okay. Let's try again. So that goes this way. Thankfully, I have an extra space here. Otherwise, I would have totally screwed this up. And then we do an overflow. Okay. So there we go. I need some more barrels in the network. I feel like I don't keep enough on hand. I also really did not think this through very well. Whatsoever. But this will work. There we go, sodium hydroxide, and then we have one more that makes the sodium out of it. Now, this will make sodium as needed. So what I want to do is have a requester chest. Put that on the same side. Requester chest here for sodium hydroxide. Because I get hydroxide as an output a lot. And I want to be able to just ditch it. So this inserter will only insert if we have sodium hydroxide greater than, I don't know, 5,000. We'll say 3,000. Chests are pretty small in this game. I do need big storage chests at some point. I need to start crafting those. Anyway, so then this will only feed in, but I need that to be like a priority thing. Input priority, right. So then we'll get hydroxide from that first. Then finally we can feed this in here, and that makes oxygen, which, screw it. I don't need that. And water, which, same story. I don't need that. Connect that up, and we're good to go. And there we go. Sodium. Provided. At 4 per second. So I need faster, or at least two inserters there. Alright, well, it is what it is. Except for the chlorine being a problem, that's good to go. So we need to deal with that chlorine. And other future chlorine. So for now, since we already have a dealing with chlorine setup, I will request all chlorine barrels above 200 and just dump them right here. Unbarreling right there. Connect it up. Empty chlorine barrel. Request a bunch here, and the inserter. Which one's which? This one. The inserter only inserts if chlorine in the system is greater than 200. Ta-da! So that'll do it. As it builds up, that'll eventually start getting rid of chlorine. Okay, so that takes care of one ingredient. 8 plastic per second. Oh boy, we're gonna need more of that. And 6 aluminum sheets. Well, we can do yield modules. So that'll help a little bit. But there's a lot to go here. Solvent, we've already got. Iron oxide, I guess I can work on that. That's just caustic solution. Gosh. So let's make 5K and 2K our cutoffs, because what I'm thinking... Where did I just make all this stuff? Up here. What I'm thinking is... So this whole mess right here is pretty confusing too, because it's making caustic solution. I really should just have a system set up for caustic solution in the first place. Because now this should be working nicely in tandem with this, but the way I've set it up, it's not going to work nicely. Because this is already set up to not mess up. Now this is providing excess sodium, potentially. So that should be in a storage chest, actually. Yeah, we want this to be an active provider. So things that are trying to get rid of something should run if we are less than... So if it's a byproduct, we want it to run when we're less than 5,000. if we're using a byproduct, we want it to run if it's greater than 2,000. So 2 to 5. So then things will kind of naturally stock up to 5,000. This is another active provider. I'm not going to name them anymore. So that way we will get excess free sodium, which is very nice. But that doesn't fix my caustic solution problem, because I also want to provide... Let's see, I said this one will run if it's greater than 2,000. So then, if we have extra hydroxide, which we will from this, then I want that to store up. But only if it's extra. So this is output priority left. So then that'll be extra hydroxide. And that will store up into a provider chest only if hydroxide is well, let's see. This, if hydroxide is greater than 2,000, it'll put it here. So this will only store up hydroxide up to 2,000. Because this is a consumer. But why even have this in the first place? This is already set up. I mean, I guess this way we can consume if we just have free hydroxide from somewhere else, but this is already set up to make the hydroxide from scratch anyway. I guess there's just different levels. It's greater than 2,000. I'm confusing myself. So active providing, well, that's for sodium, but active providing just goes up to infinity if it's a true byproduct. If it's a byproduct that we only want some extra of, we'll go up to 10,000 or 5,000. And then if it's a byproduct we just want to meet the need of it, we will go less than 2,000. But maybe we'll call it 1,900 just so that we don't have any, rounding issues with like stack sizes or something weird. So then this will give us hydroxide, and it'll fill that up at first, but the inserter won't run, so that's fine. So that'll give me hydroxide up to 1,900. Okay. And then this will use excess hydroxide first as a way to make sodium. Which seems fair. Okay. Oof. Crazy stuff. So that's hydroxide dealt with. Let's go deal with iron oxide, which needs caustic solution, which needs hydroxide and water. Now, we've got plenty of water right here. That's actually mostly getting used. Where's a place where I have extra water? I'm sure we have extra water somewhere. What's this doing? I don't remember what half my base does. Where even? Oh, this is all the plastic. So this is set up to provide chlorine. Not caustic solution. Maybe I'll just make a new one. Yeah, let's just make a new one. Whatever. So, caustic solution's gonna look like this. Filtering water. 200 per second seems fine for now. Barreling. Just leave a little bit of room here. Fill caustic solution barrel. And then we will just do a requester for hydroxide. Okay. We are happy to outfall some things right here. You know, I can upgrade these. And then I only need one. This can connect. Gotta go around these two. Like so. Different fluid. Oh, right. Am I gonna have to rebuild? No, that does. It says it's got fresh water, but the fluid system's empty. Okay. And then we need a well. Pair of wells. Well. Ta-da! Caustic solution. I don't know where hydroxide's coming from in the network, though, so we could run out of that at some point. But our sodium setup will provide it if it's less than 1900, so that actually is going to work. Very nice. I feel like I just noticed something else that was weird, but I already lost track of what it was. What did I just have a problem with? I don't even know. How's my research going? Research is looking good. Looks like green is the hold up on research, but it's all running, which is very nice. Our power's been okay, although we are seeing a little spike in Stirling engine usage, so it's possible that I should work on power at some point, but for now I will not. And we want iron oxide, which is made from here. So I will put a priority and a priority. That way we've got it. Yeah, we are very far from my logistic spots, but I'm getting close to the stage where they can go a lot farther. Because once we have the cargo bot upgrade, tier 2 bots, then we are going to have each bot will be almost twice as fast, and it'll carry 3. So that's 6 times the throughput with half of the delay. So I'm not overly concerned with logistics bots being too incapable once we get the upgrades done. And, you know, that'll all happen, so. But we are going to need these to connect. Well, we're not as far as I thought we were. So we'll need one over here, and they'll at least be connected, technically. I also need more lamp. I need tier 2 lamps is what I need. With the bigger light radius, because these are not all that big. 9 tiles. And the tier 2 lamps are... Lamp 2s are 15 tiles. Although, are they 2x2 size? That's going to be kind of annoying. Also, how are these improved? Is it just a cheaper recipe, I wonder? Carbon fiber instead of graphite, aluminum instead of iron. Oh, it makes 3 of them. Yeah, that's way cheaper. Because lamps are ingredients for other things, so that makes sense. But iron oxide is just flotation cells. That's it. Flotation cells, caustic, has some sludge we'll have to get rid of. So we can do that real quick. I'll leave some space. And iron oxide. We will need an unbarreling setup here. And then we just connect these up. Unbarreling caustic. Probably a decent amount because it's so far away. And the rate is 3 per second. These inserters are just slow compared to what I need. And the output is 2.5 per second, so we'll need 2 inserters for that as well. So that's iron oxide into a provider chest. And we'll get some fast inserters going here. So that can handle lots. Now, sludge, I believe, needs to be mixed with something. Where is it? Sludge and fresh water to make wastewater. So we'll do that here. Get the fresh water going. Or no, fresh water. That uses a well. And then we can just outfall the wastewater. And this is where efficiency modules make sense. Let's just make sure that makes 40 sludge a second. That can handle 150. Although it can only handle 150 with 300 fresh water, that only makes 125, which is more than a third. And this is less than a third of what it needs, so we're fine on that. So there we go, iron oxide. Good to go. Put some yield in that. Ta-da. And we got plenty of flow rate on the caustic. Oh gosh. Oh no. Empty barrel. That's all you're good for. Jeez. Why are there 4 hangers in storage? How did 4 hangers get to be in storage? That doesn't make sense. No idea what's going on here. But yeah, let's fix that. How far away are we from what we actually need? Still a few steps. Oh gosh, it's taking forever. But we're getting there. I just want provider chests. That's all I want. There's still a ways away though. So let's fix the unbarreling recipe here. That changes this to empty. Yeah. Empty barrel only. And then we update this guy. Okay. And then speaking of storage chests, we should probably add some more into the network because these things don't hold all that much. And I'm guessing we need more storage eventually. So we'll just throw a few more in here and there. Put some up here. Okay. Whew. Alright, are we even going to finish batteries in this episode? Potentially not. We do have... Oh, we're almost there. We just need carbon fiber. So carbon fiber gives us a crap ton of ammonia, which is good, but argon... We need some sort of argon plant, which, yeah, I mean, you can do compressed, but what's the point? I mean, there is a point to that, but I'm just not dealing with it yet. So argon, we need a distillery from our residual gas stuff here. So let's connect that up. We probably want actually an overflow of like 10%, just to make sure we have some residual gas for other purposes if we need it. And look at that underground pipe length. Woo-wee! That's great. So we'll come up to here. I don't know, this seems like a fine spot for it. We'll just just continue the spaghetti, you know? I'm a big fan of spaghetti. Residual separation. Let's do that here. And then trace gas feels very important, so we need to store that in a tank and then barrel it. Shoot. Store that in a tank, barreling, and then eventually we will overflow on 70 because this is only 80% pressure. Get rid of it. But until then, this will barrel trace gas. It's already all set up. Nice. Okay. And then argon. And then argon we will also barrel. This is for sure the most efficient way to do this. I'm convinced. We'll throw yield modules in there. Yeah, 0.71 distilleries is all I need for that. For now. I'm really not doing this super smartly, but I'm okay with that. Because this will get us some argon. And then this, we need water to just go away. So we'll just get an outfall here. And there goes the water. Perfect. Okay, so there's our argon. Because this is pretty crazy. Oh, acrylic fiber. I forgot about that. So we need a lot of acrylonitrile and water. Now, let me remind myself. Acrylonitrile comes from ammonia, right? Yeah, propene, oxygen, and ammonia. We get a lot of that ammonia back. So really, the cost is mostly in propene, and some amount of ammonia for sure, but the highest cost is actually the propene. Huh. And oxygen, I guess, but that's not very expensive. So what I'd like to do is make that up here. And feed, we'll make this a top up. Like this. So then we can feed that ammonia back in to the system. And I think, gosh, 24 furnaces though. That's really rough. Even with beacons, that's not going to go down a whole lot. So we don't want to build that in this area. We need some space. We need to go up here. So let's do this area. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 22. I'm going to call that good enough. And then 1 ingredient, 1 product. Oh gosh, and I think 2 batteries a second was a little bit of overkill. Because then we need the acrylonitrile and water for 17 flotation cells. Yeesh. And that's more than a red belt. Or 1 lane of a red belt, that is. So I need to move these over. Oh well, we'll get there. Okay, so then the flotation cells need 17 of them. And those are making acrylic fiber. Okay, they have inputs like this. That's kind of annoying. So no matter how you arrange it, you can't put them right next to each other. That's really annoying. This will have to shift that over a bit. So they have to be split up like this. So that's, and we needed how many? 17. Okay, okay. Well, there's only 6. I'm gonna line this up so that things line up nicely. I guess we can't. The water's lined up nicely like that, or the acrylonitrile lined up nicely. Feel like we want the acrylonitrile to be lined up, and we'll space this out. I think that's okay. We'll figure this out. Don't you worry. Okay, so that is 12. So we need 6 more. Yeesh. Okay. Gotta bring our bots up into this realm. Okay. So then acrylonitrile's coming up, and then we generally want these. We're gonna need 1 to 3s because they're gonna be connected like that. Why do I not have very many 1 to 3s? Are we struggling on the pipe production? Let's go find out. Whew. Yeah, the space is getting big for these tier 1 bots to navigate. I mean, it all still works, it just works more slowly, of course, and takes more power, but it's not the end of the world. Blue pipes, down here. So, blue pipes are still just struggling. Let's drop a beacon here and get some haste going. That'll help a little bit. It's the best I can do. And I think we're gonna need to call it an episode soon. But yeah, there's nothing going on in that building. These 1 to 3s are just not happening. We've got our 1 to 1. Okay, I mean, it's just they're slowly getting stocked up. Oh, I guess I can throw yields in all these. That'll help. Where are all of these going? Oh, they're all going in here, so... Oh, that can use 2.7. Okay. For some reason I was thinking that was our number, and I'm like, we should be getting pipe stocking up. But no, we actually don't have enough pipe production. Alright, well, we'll get there. It'll just take a minute. Maybe I'll let this run for a few minutes off camera. Because we're going to need quite a few 1 to 3s to finish setting up our carbon fiber here. I think I'm starting to realize Nullius is a bit bigger than I thought it was. But this will be fine. So let's get our water attached to, what's the water requirement here? 54 per second. So I'll probably just want water to look like this. And then we will have that going on. Is that fine? Yeah, that'll work fine. So then that'll go there. That'll go there. These will all go in here. Okay, so then I want to copy this all the way up. That one's the top, and... Oh, but it still needs to turn to the right here. And then this one... It's the top with a single corner there. Okay. And then we will just have them place. Oh, coming down. Copy that. All right, and then some substations. There and there. Perfect. Okay. And then we just need unbarreling for acrylonitrile. Acrylonitrile, unbarreling. I'll do 100. This is going to be another place where we need a active provider chest. So 100 might not be enough because we need how much per second? 72. Yeah, that's like 1 point something barrels per second. So let's go 200. Once I get the faster logistics bots, that should help a bit, but my concern is more long-term than short-term. Now, where's carbon fiber in here? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we'll set these up facing inwards. And then we're going to want yield modules in all of them. We're going to need 1 million pipes to connect all of this. Okay. And then we've got 2 belts. One coming back down. And we've got the insertion belt and the outsertion belt. Like so. And we can just copy that. Okay. Well, my bots aren't loving it, but this will work. And once we catch up with the underground pipes, then this should all be fine. Let's make this a little nicer here. Okay. And then that will be carbon fiber. Don't think I need these anymore. Whew. Okay, we're just missing water. So water, guess what? That comes from a hydro plant. So we'll just filter fresh water. That's unfortunate. And then we'll just get rid of the wastewater. We pop a well down. That should do it. How much do we need? 54. Yeah, that should be more than enough. And there we go. So I would like these to be productivity focused as well. And I still need to connect up the argon and the output of ammonia, but we're on our way towards carbon fiber, and then that will allow us to build batteries. Wow, batteries are complicated. These. The good news is we should have enough for a while, though. I think 2 per second is more than I'm going to need. So, in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.